Hey, we on TV now. This is crazy. Mic check 1 2 1 3. We got E, we got V. We about to spill this tea.
What's up?
Spilling the tea.
What's going on, guys?
Hold on, I'm trying to get my life together right quick.
Yeah,
Right,
we all
Mark
over
is
the place.
Yeah.
Per usual. We still getting used to this whole setup.
Yeah, so y'all usually couldn't see all of this wild shit right now.
Exactly. This is always and have been the behind the
All right, I
scenes.
got it.
We got it now.
Yeah.
We got it. How's everybody doing?
We going
I'm
live and shit
good.
and everything.
You good, sissy?
Yeah, I'm good over here.
We got my boo in the building today.
Hey.
What's up,
Special
y'all?
guest.
How are you?
My favorite people in the world.
How's life?
Everything's great. Everything's going well.
Looking
Very well.
great.
Thank you. I
I
tried.
love that blazer.
Oh, thanks.
I'm-
Thanks.
This
I
is
love
a
all
blazer
black.
connoisseur.
I love blazers.
Are you?
I'm surprised I don't have one on today. That's just because it's hot as hell outside.
It's burning up.
But
Ain't
any
working,
other
bro?
day, you can see me in a blazer for sure, and it's probably like black.
He's trying to get his camera together.
Hey, y'all
Yes.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, my focus go directly to him because I'm like,
I know. It's like you
Yeah, I'm
got
like,
it.
Exactly.
please get it. That's
Y'all
it.
see his O
His
cup?
cup.
Oh,
Right, all in the video.
I'm losing.
Okay, so
Get ahead. Oh, you hold it.
I'll hold it. So, Antoine, how are you, boo?
Hey, everything's great. Working hard. Trying to stay out of trouble, you know. Just trying to do
Trouble?
me. Yeah.
Trouble, trouble.
What trouble?
What trouble is that?
you know, regular stuff. Nothing
Can you
big
see
though.
yourself?
Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all
I can
live?
see.
The monitor's
What is
still not
this?
on though.
This Facebook
This
Live.
Facebook
Oh,
Live.
I don't have Facebook, so I'm new to this.
Facebook
Live.
I'm surprised.
I don't have
you.
Facebook.
Really?
I'm like really
so
an
sorry.
How does social
Instagrammer.
media help you with your brand, though, in your company?
Social media is everything. Most
Mhm.
celebrities hit me up on social media when I get jobs.
Okay.
They see your work, they do everything, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Social media. So social media is the best.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what I do about social media.
If it was just a
What
crash
would you
one
do
day,
before? Like, how?
remember we talked about that before?
Okay, let's just do a throwback trend real quick. If
Mhm.
it, because I saw a sign that says we don't have Wi-Fi. Talk like it's 99, like 95 or something like
Uh-huh.
that. So how would you promote your brand right now if you didn't have Facebook?
Flyers.
Flyers.
Yeah, I be
all
out,
day.
like touching people, like
Always
passing it
out.
out. Yeah.
But that's one
Leaving
thing
it
about
on
that's
their
one thing about
car.
promoting for the parties though. We definitely go hand to hand with the flyers every time. It's a must. We get a better turnout that way. We know who coming to the party. We know what type of people we inviting.
Emailing was really big then too.
Mhm.
Like, you had to
Remember
email
Eventbrite?
everybody.
I know Eventbrite.
You
was
still
like
use
everything.
Eventbrite.
We
Eventbrite still
do.
bomb.
Definitely use Eventbrite, and you know we had the whole Black Planet social media. Then.
Oh yeah,
I
they did
miss
have
Black
Black Planet.
Planet.
MySpace.
Ain't
I was
MySpace.
dope on Black Planet. Like,
Black Planet was like everything.
Oh
You
my
changed your
God.
whole background.
music.
Like that was everything.
Yeah, he's struggling
Yeah.
today.
Poor
I
Mark.
got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
then it was MySpace,
got
then it was
I got it.
Facebook. But then Facebook at one point was just for college students. You had to have
Yeah,
like
you had to get like
ED
sponsored in
Yeah,
or something to
uh-huh.
shade.
website.
for college first, and then high
Mhm.
schoolers. Then yeah.
Did you go
Yeah.
to college? I didn't go to college.
Me either.
School?
Hold up.
It's-
E Funk.
What?
What?
Shout out to
Aggie
the
Pride all
no.
Aggie
Shout
Pride.
out
all
to
day.
North-
Community college.
Shout out to
That's
North
right.
Carolina Central University.
Please.
That's what's up.
all about
Absolutely.
North
We not no
Carolina A&T.
ordinary barnyard fouls.
School really
Wow.
wasn't my thing. Like,
Well, that's what
Wow.
I
you
wanted
do.
to make money. Like right after I graduated, I was working for the government.
But
I
it's
just
so
wanted to make
funny
money.
because I was just talking about that with my coworker yesterday. I was like, you know, if I could do it all over again, would I have decided to go to college? I definitely enjoyed the college experience, but when I look at some of my counterparts from high school who didn't go to college, who went like into the cadet program, and they making good money, or like my,
Mhm.
you know, my significant other, he's in a apprenticeship program, no student loans, gonna come out making good money. It's like, dang, you know, I got $17,000
I
worth of
don't
student
know.
A lot of my
loans and a
friends-
degree, and they making more money than me.
A lot of my friends are in crazy debt
Yeah.
from school, and they're still not in their career field at all.
Some people's student
Yeah,
loans
so-
are bigger than what their salary is.
So I figured out how to duck the debt part of it. And I can't take that experience away. Like, I don't know how I would have had that
He
much
turned
fun
up.
without going to college.
Yeah,
Like,
I
had a
definitely
lot
enjoyed
of
Did you
fun
live
in
on
college.
campus?
experience.
Yeah, I did.
See,
Of course
I
I did.
couldn't. I don't think I could get past living with somebody I don't know.
Oh, so
See,
you
that's
always
too
live
many.
with
That's
someone
too
you
many
do
mental
know.
hurdles for no reason.
But
Just
like,
throw your
but
ass
you
to
know,
class.
Yeah, but when I would go visit my
I think I would have
friends,
been wilder.
when I would go visit my friends up
Yeah.
Townsend, it will always be a disconnect with the roommate with cleanliness and the bathrooms. Oh my gosh, I just
But how about this? A lot of people I know that's young, they go to college and come out alcoholics.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big time. Like,
So I went in an alcoholic and
oh my goodness.
Right,
You
come
went
right
in.
there.
17, 18.
yeah, absolutely. I think I probably had my first drink when I don't want to say. I don't want to say I come from a life
12.
Right, probably 11.
Okay,
Right.
so Antoine, you are a celebrity stylist. You have celebrity clients. You have a lot going on. So tell us a little bit.
Fashion awards.
Yeah. So what's going on? What's new with you?
So right now, as far as my styling, I just finished styling Lord Monroe for her package deal. She's a rapper from DC. She's actually in LA right now. She dropped her mixtape this month, and I did her packaging, like her styling. It was really dope. You can see some of the pictures on my page, whatever. She's a good friend of mine, and right now, you know, Fashion Week's coming up, New York Fashion Week, and I'm working with Betty Idol. She's a producer, and she's also on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm doing all her appearances during Fashion Week. She's doing some red carpet. She's getting in the field a bit of fashion girl.
When is Fashion Week?
September. The second week of September.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got on and we just started rapping or breaking. Plus, we already had you on the show, so we know you. So tell everybody else who don't know who you are what it is that you do exactly.
I have my own company. I'm a fashion show producer. I have a company called Models Envy and a company called Mini Me Models. Mini Me is children age 3 to 15. They're actually having a fashion show during New York Fashion Week this year as well.
Okay.
They're going to be in New York or DC?
They're going to be in New York.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
it's
big.
A big deal. It's a big deal for us.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're trying to get that off
major.
the ground. You know what I mean? We have fundraisers going on up until then because it's hard taking a group of children over to New York City, especially like 30 kids.
Exactly.
And it gets very expensive. If you know New York, it's very expensive. So we're doing some fundraising. We're having a car wash this Saturday. It's going to be at the Wendy's on Silver Hill Road.
Okay.
So come out if y'all can. Get your car wash. It's only $10 and for trucks it's $15.
Yeah.
And we'll have like donations and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. And far as Mini Me, I'm just really pushing that Models Envy and a company called Mini Me Models. Mini Me is children age 3 to 15. They're actually having a fashion show during New York Fashion Week this year as well.
Okay.
We're
going to be in New York or DC?
They're going to be in New York.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
it's
big.
A big deal. It's a big deal for us.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're trying to get that off
major.
the ground. You know what I mean? We have fundraisers going on up until then because it's hard taking a group of children over to New York City, especially like 30 kids.
Exactly.
And it gets very expensive. If you know New York, it's very expensive. So we're doing some fundraising. We're having a car wash this Saturday. It's going to be at the Wendy's on Silver Hill Road.
Okay.
So come out if y'all can. Get your car wash. It's only $10 and for trucks it's $15.
Yeah.
And we'll have like donations and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. And far as Mini Me, I'm just really pushing that brand because it's kids, you know, modeling. They're so talented. All of them are very talented. So I'm doing some stuff with them this fall season. It's gonna be fantastic.
Okay.
So it's your show. So are you gonna be at Brown Park? I always hear about Brown Park and Fashion Week.
Okay, so look, I missed the genre of fashion at Brown Park. Fashion at Brown Park. Fashion. When my first year going, they had just ended Brown Park.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not even there no more.
It's generations of different locations. So that's the maybe like the 2000 generation that went to Brown Park. So I'm more of the 2010-ish, 11, 12. They moved to Lincoln Center.
Okay.
Right? It was the Lincoln Center for 5 years. Now they just moved to a new venue that the Lincoln Center crew like, oh, we missed the Lincoln Center.
Right.
So,
it's kind of like you're familiar with it.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh, it's not like it used to be. And besides, you know, I love Joan Rivers so much. You know, I was on her show twice for Best Dress. And when she passed, it was never the same for me anyway. So I go for like marketing, networking still, because people want to see me.
Right.
like,
I know that's
a lot of people, like a lot of young people that don't live in DC, that you know, that lives in Chicago, that lives in Canada, that lives in overseas, they look at us like your fashion is so amazing. They love to see us come out and what we're gonna wear, and paparazzi know us now, so it's like I love going.
So we talk about body image a lot on this show. So what is your take on plus size models?
I love plus size models, especially a confident woman. I think confidence goes very far, no matter what size you are. If you're skinny, if you're plus size, if you're whatever, tall, short, you should have confidence. A lot of plus size women have lots of confidence, more than these skinny girls.
Yeah.
I work with a lot of clients that's like banging bodies and they're very insecure about their bodies, about how they look. And I'm like, you're gorgeous.
Right.
They're like, but this.
But sometimes I be wondering, do they just say that so you can say you gorgeous?
Some do.
No,
honestly,
some do really
some
have
do.
some insecurities.
I don't like friends. I don't like friends like that. Like, oh, I'm so fat, bitch.
Or if you
ain't
get,
fat.
or if you give someone a
Yes.
compliment and they always say something negative about it, it's like, girl, your shirt is cute, really. It's just so
Most
big
people
right
are-
here and it's
Yeah.
big right here. And it's like, girl, just take the compliment.
That's a shut up. Dudes don't have that problem, do y'all?
Not really.
Yeah,
No.
some do.
Yeah, I was about to say some do.
Yeah.
I feel like
Some
your shoes
dudes got,
cute. Where you get them from? I don't
insecurities.
even remember, bitch. Bye.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
mean, I curve. If you ask me something, I curve you just for swag purposes, though. Like, hey, no, I got these ones from out Europe. I remember back in the day.
London.
Like, you know I'm well enough.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, don't even ask no man. But we
I
don't really,
can't.
that ain't what we do, though. I mean, I guess if you want to know, you just ask and we answer the question.
Shoot,
It
I
ain't
see
really
some
that
guys
serious.
in mall, and I'm like, oh, I like those shoes. Oh, I don't know where I got them from. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
know,
do.
It's
I'll
not
just
a big
Google
deal. It's
them.
okay. I'll find
I'll
them.
just find them.
Yeah, it's
With
okay.
that being said, though, so I today, actually, a lot of the times I argue with a lot of the older people, and a lot of people, DC always had its own sense of fashion
Right.
up until some point. I don't really know when that point changed. I'm guessing around the time when videos got cool, so maybe
Right.
2009.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about individually DC fashion as opposed to the rest of the world? Because it felt like for a long time, I'm sorry to cut you off,
Yeah.
it felt like for a long time that a lot of the trends was being set here. Like, you know, when big baggy ass jeans was cool, it was never really cool here. Or like, you know, the Moschnos and all the like the
Right.
more upper end fashion that we made urban was more geared right here in this area, but not necessarily, well, in Philly too,
Right.
but not really, you know, across the board. So what do you think about DC fashion?
That's a tough one. But I don't want to be
Crew.
disrespectful to our city, but I think we're stuck in one place. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're stuck in one genre of fashion. I think some people should get out and study fashion more if you're into fashion. You know what I mean? I know a lot of fashion girls and guys in DC. I'm gonna name some names like there's a young lady from DC. Her name Monique Hers. Also Ty Michelle. There's a lot of people that step out the box of fashion in the city, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Everybody, just because they know how to dress and you get little compliments in high school saying you got some Jordans don't mean that you're a dresser or you know fashion. You know what I mean? You got to
Or if you
study
have a
fashion.
brand on doesn't mean you're.
Yeah, it's very offensive to
fashion,
somebody like me
yeah.
who really love fashion that you're not. I mean, go further with your
Yeah.
fashion. You know what I mean? And like you said, it don't matter about designers because it don't have nothing to do with designers. I know some girls. One of my best friends, T.E.A. Adams, she don't have to wear no labels,
T.E.A.
and she looks good all the time. She's a trendsetter. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Before we gonna get into the tea too, but before you go, I got some people asking how they get their kids involved into the to the fashion world. So we're gonna at the end you gonna get that.
Got you. I got you.
We're gonna go from there.
Okay.
So what we got, sis?
Okay, so I did have a question.
Okay.
Let's backtrack a little bit.
So we ain't on topics yet.
I'm sorry, because listening to him talk, it's like my mind be going and about the body image thing and things like that. So you know Leslie Jones she's the comedian that was in Ghostbusters, right? So she was saying how
I know her stylist.
Yeah, so she was saying nobody wanted to style her. What? So do you honestly think it's because
funny?
But
so
she got
funny.
awkward ass build though.
Let me tell you something.
Her
It's
build
so
is awkward
funny
as
because
shit.
I'm friends with her stylist, whatever. And he's an up and coming stylist, and he hit the jackpot because guess what? She's in the Olympics right now. She's on all press, all red carpets, and whoever didn't want to style her is a fool. I don't know who didn't want to style her because she's on Ghostbusters. She's on Saturday Night Live. She's around the world.
Like, why you just can't make something to fit her body?
Man, I get it.
And she's and guess what? He's doing an amazing job. You know what I mean? And that's what's up.
I think it's because of her look, her face. I don't
Well,
think it had anything to do with her body.
She not that easy on the eyes,
But
but
it should be the
her
talent.
her body type is not really like conducive to like
So she can get
seductive.
So do you? That's what
I
stylists
don't-
do. They pick
It's
those.
okay. I mean, I
Exactly.
don't, excuse me,
That's
don't
the
jump down
challenge
my
of it.
throat.
That's what
But
they're supposed
that's not an easy task. I can understand
That's
why
what they
somebody
get
be
paid
like,
the money
nah,
for.
that's all right. I mean, but I could get why somebody be like,
But
nah.
it's like-
I
Take the
always
challenge,
get plus size. I always get plus size artists,
Really?
but because I'm working with Foxy Brown right now, and she's heavier than she was when we knew her. You know what I mean? She's more heavy. Yeah, she's about to come down because she's about to go on tour soon with a big. I can't really say that, but one of her old partners in crime. So she's about to go on this big tour, and she's going to come down. She's on a diet and stuff like that. But I was with her, and she respected me that I was with her when she was heavier than a size 4 or size 6. You know what I mean? So I respect it. I like a challenge. It's easy to go get a model and style them like the next person, but it's a challenge when you get somebody. It's not funny.
It's so
Because I really want to I want to crack a couple jokes on Foxy Brown too, but I'm gonna chill because because that's your people.
Yeah. Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna like chill it because
I don't come from Fox. That's my girl.
Normally I don't really have no cut time, but I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna let her live, and I let the Ghostbusters chick live too.
I'm gonna defend her regardless, so we can just go at. I mean,
I get it. I get it.
I say accept the challenge.
Know.
Everybody not a size 2, and everybody not
it
size
sound
9.
good, but just like hold up.
Bro, but that's just like me. That's just like when you get no resumes.
Yeah, when you get, but you don't want them joints. You don't want all that.
But I take them though.
Man,
I called y'all
trying to get that dough.
I called y'all complaining about one that I got before.
That's because you trying to get that dough.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's because you trying to take the time.
Exactly.
If you already getting that dough, you ain't taking that time.
I stop it.
No,
what you mean, Slim Bill? Like
your career go further when you take that challenge and people notice that.
Because
My whole thing, I want to get the worst.
Like who style who that was awkward body and got
it's a great thing to get a client like
Gabby Sidibe
or Rihanna or something like that. But at the end of the day, to get somebody who's just crazy with it, to get a little mama, to get this person, to get that person, people gonna notice that way more than you getting a client that's already beautiful, already slim, or you know what I'm saying? They gonna
because that will make Fashion Bomb Daily because they would be like, wow, what you think of her look? Because they're not used to seeing them look good.
The transformation.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah. So and then you help them get down to the size. That's a stylish job. You help them. You encourage them to get down to size.
It's like, what we got this designer, but they only sell pieces from this and this. I will really want you to get into this piece, but you know.
So you
can see our first break, but I do got a question real quick. Who's your go-to designer? Like, no matter what the person.
Have it changed from last time to this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that was my Fashion Week people. I love still going to see Donald Kern. That's one of my favorite designers going Fashion Week. Okay. And Jeremy Scott, still my favorite designer, but far as this season, Gucci had made a major comeback.
Really?
Like it's amazing. Like they did some major things.
They went on my. You know the little jumps with the little flaps on. She went on them. I cooks them jumps.
But you know, for a minute, I'm a Saint Laurent person. I love Saint Laurent. That's one of my favorite designers. But as far as this season, Gucci had been a major comeback. They had made some trends. They had the designer. It's so funny because let me tell you when you know you hot. When Zara knock off your collection, you know it was hot. Because they only knock off people that was major.
I love Zara.
They only knock off like big time that was, and they knocked off a lot of their looks. Really? And I'm like, yes.
It's funny when we got
Gucci Mane listening in right now. Shout out DC. Everything.
So we're gonna take a break, guys. We'll be right back with some more tea. And Antoine, you gonna stay with us for a little while?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so we'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we got some good tea we gonna spill with y'all this week.
Yes.
So the first thing is Vicky. Y'all know how we do. We always tell y'all every week. We text each other and we brainstorm on what we want to spill. So Vicky had a good topic, which was divorce and breaking up and how do you go about trusting and finding love again. So I think this kind of spins off last week when we was talking about Control Alt Delete and starting over and refresh. Divorce, I don't know. I mean, I've seen people get married and divorce and then
right. And I think where the topic originally came from is that I've been noticing lately, like with Adrienne Bailon just got engaged. I mean, she was just engaged not too long ago, you know, and so I was just curious as to know. And then along with Ciara, she was engaged to Future. She got engaged like less than a year later and married within a year. And it made me think, like, you know, how are people really viewing marriage? How are people really viewing divorce? Like, is it just so easy to just call off of engagement, get married within a year? Like, you know, like, do you give yourself time to like really like settle down and think about the lessons you learned in that previous relationship? Do you take that baggage into another relationship, or do they help you get over that relationship? It's just so many factors, and it just made me think. I wanted to get y'all opinion.
I just think Hollywood, they love different.
Okay.
And they view marriage and relationships differently. I don't think they see it. I don't know. I guess they live in a fast-paced life, and maybe they just don't have time to. I don't know. Some of these celebrities, I think
they may do love different. Let me just say this one thing, because if I don't, then I'm gonna forget. That's their areas to me. But so, Tammy that's married to Waka Flocka. Right. Her interview with Breakfast Club, as they were talking to her, she kept saying we were broken up. Girl, you're married, so you mean you were separated? But it was like the word she used was like, once they was
really
together.
Married? You know how some of these people be saying they married.
Okay. And she kept saying throughout the interview, I mean, just because we were broken up don't mean people can slide. You weren't broken up. You're still married to your husband. Y'all wasn't talking, or y'all was separated.
It's so different when people looking into a relationship. Because you don't understand a relationship until you're in it.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. And if it's not there, don't try to force something that's not there, because you might be blocking your blessing for the person who's ready for you, like Sierra. You know what I mean? If you force something that's there because it's the baby mother, baby father, you might be blocking your blessing for your real husband or your real wife. So I feel as though if it's not workable, don't try to work it out. Get a separation, get a divorce, because you blocking your blessing from whatever else. You know what I mean? That's out there for you.
I guess I got a little different viewpoint. I think, first of all, the reason why it's so quick is for the same reason. When we watched it, when we talked about last week about just moving fast and fast pace, I think that's half, and what you just said, like, I think that's half of the problem, is that it's not really a commitment to love. I don't feel like blocking a blessing is almost a contradiction to getting married, because if you believe in God and you believe in matrimony, then you believe that is the blessing.
Yeah, that's good.
So saying that you should just
not married. I'm saying relationship. Sierra and her, Future wasn't married.
They was just engaged.
Okay. That makes sense. So I feel like that there's not really enough commitment to the idea of love and forever. And I think it's because like we so pressed to push the envelope to say, well, we need, like, this is a new day, it's new this, everything new. And then we get the new results and be like, well, what's broke? Like, because we stopped doing the old shit, like the shit that was the foundation of what was already set. When your grandmother and your grandfather, like we were saying last week, when your grandmother and your grandfather, they made one decision. I marry your old ass from death from here until forever, and then that's it. No more. Hell yeah, that's it.
I get it, but I don't agree. I had this conversation all the time.
Right.
I feel as though that we can't compare ourselves to our grandparents.
Yes, we can.
We can't compare that, because everything else changed in the world. Why can't relationships change?
Everything didn't change.
I feel like people use the excuse that because we're married, we went before God, and we took an oath that I can do whatever I want to you. That's not the case. But like, you can't do whatever you want.
I see that
because
too.
We're married,
and I think with that, a lot of times people get comfortable when we talk about courting and stuff like that all the time. And I think that a lot of things in relationships, and I think same like she even said, things started to change. The fast life got to him a little bit, and it affected their marriage. But that's when communication come in. We talk about that all the time too.
And just to talk about that joint ain't on no more either. That joint is Facebook. That joint is Facebook unlive. But to the same point though, like you said, like you can't just go and do whatever you want in a relationship, and then somebody should take that. I 100% agree. Absolutely. But I think that the idea that this can be over fast is the reason why it's always over fast.
Yeah, they get because
I think that's the reason why you do things that you shouldn't do in a situation, because your idea ain't for forever, and it's because that is the norm. The norm is not forever. The percentages show that more people get a divorce than stay together. So the norm is not to think forever. But that's half the problem. So my perspective comes from a place of fixing the problem within itself.
I agree.
And the problem is that we move too fast. All that change shit, everything changed. No, nothing really changed. A plant still grows from the dirt. Right. A tree still need air and water. Nothing changed. Only thing changed is that we start accepting shit. And when you accept certain things, then you open up a whole nother can of worms. And then you get a whole generation of people who don't have.
I mean, because most people
Love,
like
they
the
don't even
answer
understand
to most marriages is a divorce. There's no.
They make it an option.
Yes,
Yeah. Right.
It's not like let's go to counseling. Let's work
Right.
this out. Let's sit down and figure out what we went wrong. It's like I could just get a divorce. And that makes no sense to me.
I think
Or
it depends
step out
on
of
what
the
the issues are.
Yeah.
Some things you just can't work out.
I don't believe in physical abuse, but anything other than that, I feel like you should work on your marriage.
So if your husband cheats, you can work on that.
Yeah.
I think in physical abuse,
If they cheat more than once,
I feel like you should.
if
I
your
believe
husband
so, too.
physically abuse you, I still don't
What
think
is
that's
the word?
mean. Physical. I think what you do.
you would have lost Papa like shit with that word.
DC
I would have added.
Yes, you would
Extra
have.
you.
Really,
physically-
we're just trying to find every syllable.
Coolly
that
has
sound that
I'm gonna
joker
pull
out.
out Webster
Because I wanted to
like
make
shit on
sure.
you.
I wanted to make sure I
You
articulated
said
that.
physical abuse, yes. You should still stay
I
in a
think that
marriage.
if he
Hell
hit
to
you,
the no.
wait till he go to fuck to sleep and physically abuse his ass back until y'all get over that shit together.
y'all both
forever.
dead.
I'm not
So
doing
we'll
that.
fucking kill each other. Y'all deaf do you.
Well, that's what I say. I can say
Go get you a bag of
if
niggas.
I'm married and my husband cheats or whatever, I can probably say if he cheated once, we could probably work this out. But if my husband is a repeat offender in cheating, it's no way I can trust to continue to lay down with him and he cheats
But
constantly.
before you say I do, you thought it was a chance that type of stuff would happen.
But not all the time. I'm saying I can
So
see
you don't think marriage
It's the same
counseling
thing as
or
him-
anything could work
him
it
always
out?
getting
if
fired
they
from the
constantly
job.
cheat. If my husband cheat on me like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that's a problem.
But it's the same thing as like a man getting fired from a job constantly. You didn't think that he was going to always get fired from his job and y'all was going to be.
But I didn't think once I took this this marriage vow that my husband would think it's okay that not that he just continue to cheat on me, and I'm supposed to always
But it's
turn
not
to
you
the
saying
Bible
it's
and
okay.
say, let's work this
It's more
out.
so you
No.
honoring your vows, and by you
But
honoring
he's
your vows, you
not.
trusting that God is going to be that person to step in and intervene and change that man's perspective.
So I
But
think-
Vicky, how many times are you supposed to take that
No, I'm
before
not
God
saying,
step in and say,
5, 6
yeah.
times. I don't know what any woman
Yeah,
is
I'm not
capable of
doing
taking,
that.
but I just feel like you work it out. If it's physical abuse, I'm not okay with that. I'm just
Right.
not, only because it's so many
We laying
instances where
down with people all the time.
people
We could
dying
bring you
It's
and
the same
in.
thing. Really, it's-
I'm not
abuse is
down with
abuse.
physical
Yeah.
abuse, no, because I witnessed it with my mother. I just don't agree with that at all, 100%.
Right.
I don't think that you should stay in a marriage
I
if there's
think
any type of physical abuse.
I think half the problem again still is
But
that
you don't think
before you get to that point, like before you get to the I'm married, I do, before before you get caught up in the lust factor, that's another factor that we don't factor in, is that we unplug laws that we don't know that we're not ready for yet.
Mhm.
So we
Okay.
might unplug the law of sex, right? We might have sex with another person, which unplugs a lot of feelings and emotions that we're not really ready for yet.
Right.
And then we get married based on those feelings and emotions and not necessarily the situation within itself. So that's how you end up with somebody that instead of being with somebody, you end up like, oh shit, how the fuck I end up here? How I end up with somebody that Ben was cheating, or I didn't even see that he had the cheating gene in him.
The reason why people do stuff over and over, to answer your question, if your spouse do it again and again and again,
because they know you're gonna forgive them.
and no, because you stay.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
I
about
agree.
Tammy's situation, is that she actually really separated from him for a while.
Yeah,
Right.
She
definitely.
never was separated from him to feel like I'm alone.
I
don't have nobody.
miss
I don't have this
her.
backbone. I know from experience, because I was in a sexual relationship and I had to separate. You know what I mean? And we're still not together now, but I don't know what the future holds down the long run. But sometimes you had to go out and find out if somebody's
you
better
guys
than
work
that
out.
person. I don't know if I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? We still friends, but at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta take a break from people. Period.
Yeah.
Because people do get comfortable and they think it's okay because you
Right.
always stay.
Yeah, and
So-
that's what I mean. That's what I.
Absolutely 100%
Well, that's what I
agree.
mean about even. That's when you feel like you're being taken advantage of. Nobody wants to feel like they're being taken advantage of in a relationship with their
Right.
spouse. Their
Mhm.
boy. That you feel like I know I could do this to Erica because Erica not going nowhere. Or I
Mhm.
know I could continue to do this to Vicky because Vicky is a forgiving person. Or Mark, we gonna laugh and joke about this tomorrow. We gonna be right back at it like nothing ever happened. That's
Right.
not healthy.
It's
I don't
not
give
at
a
all.
damn what. I could turn
But-
to the Bible and pray about it all day, but I cannot. My spirit will not allow somebody to continuously take advantage of me. And I can actually say at the end of the day, I'm happy when I when I'm afraid to even probably lay down with this man because I don't know what he out
But
here
relationship, I do feel like
doing.
it's always two sides of every story. And
Absolutely.
as much as they do wrong, you do wrong as well because you just don't know it most of the time. Because what causes a man to cheat? What causes somebody
5, 6, 7 times?
Right.
What causes that caused it? What caused it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something you're doing wrong.
Right.
Or he could just be selfish.
I have cousins. I have a lot of people. You know what I mean? And sometimes people do wrong. Like ladies do wrong as well as men. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
It's immaturity to come into that, selfishness to come into that, or just plain on not being ready but don't want to say anything because they scared they're going to lose a person that they love instead of just being honest from the get-go. So there's so many factors that come into cheating. We can go on and on and on all day for the rest of the show talking about it. But I do feel like you have to put your foot down. You have to let people know you can't walk all over me. So if that's taking a separation or you just going out and dating other people, for them to realize that, hey, I messed up. If you can't live without that person or you feel like empty without them,
live without any person.
I can definitely live, but not literally, but meaning I can't see myself being with no one else other than this person. Then maybe you needed that separation so that you could really truly feel like I need to appreciate them more. I'm
a big supporter and a big fan of Walker's now because he has no pride.
Yeah.
That was ruins a lot of relationships. The pride factor. He has no pride. It's like I want my girl back. I don't care what y'all say, what the media say, what my friends say. I want my wife. I want her back. This is what I did wrong. I'm admitting to my wrongs. I want you back. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And then they're back happy again.
I personally think,
not in the bedroom, but
I personally think all of that is dumb. I feel like this. Let me tell you, not necessarily, not necessarily your point. I'm just saying what he did. I think it's all dumb. I feel like this. I feel like this is half the problem, right? If you want to be out here tricking off and having fun, trick off and have fun. Don't bring nobody else into that. And then when you're ready to settle down, then you bring somebody else to that. That's still go right back to the same idea. Like when you make that decision, that's forever. Make that decision.
Right.
Make sure that is the decision that you make. That it's me and you all the time, forever. When I cheat, maybe I'm up, maybe I feel insecure, whatever, help me through it. When you don't give me no loving for whatever, I'm gonna just have to hold myself in the bathroom until, you know what I'm saying? Because the idea is forever. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we gotta do to figure out what the problem is, we identify the problem. See, it's lazy because that's this whole era. It's everything is so lazy because everything is so given to you. Everything is so quick, fast. You get on the internet quick, fast. You can find something quick. You don't gotta get an encyclopedia no more. Encyclopedia. No. You don't gotta do. You don't gotta do none of that no more. Everything's so fast paced. Yeah, so you get the booty quick. I mean, really, I don't even know when I waited over 2. I don't know the last time I waited over 2 weeks to get the booty. I ain't even gonna lie.
Somebody said trick off, laugh out loud.
That was a joke. But still, though, everything's so fast paced, though. You know what I'm saying? That we don't really respect each other's time.
And that's the thing. And if the cheating, whatever occurs, if it's domestic violence, if it's cheating or whatever, money issues, financial issues, and if y'all work through it, you shouldn't expect to keep continuing to go through it. That's all I'm saying. If you turn to whatever you turn to try to make this work, counseling, church, or whatever, each other, and it continues, that's an issue for me. I'm not going to I don't think we should continue to still drag this out if you can't make the change that you said.
But it's hard to make a decision if it's going to continue or not. It's hard to make the decision. How you know? No one knows it's going to continue. When you get back into it, it's like, is it going to continue?
That's what I'm saying.
So the trust is not there.
If it does, and then that's when you got to make the decision about if I should just break away from this. Because why keep putting yourself through it? Ain't no fun in that. True but that. we running a little over, so Miss V got her tea that she about to spill.
Oh yeah, dang.
What time is it? Dang, it is a damn 36.
That's because we just talking.
Okay, so this is Miss V with the tea. I'm just gonna cut it a little bit shorter since we don't have as much time. So you guys heard of the hashtag So Gone challenge?
Yeah,
I actually really like it. It's over Monica's song. You either rap, sing, or whatever. And so Erica and I was going back and forth about who we really like. So is there anyone that you guys saw that?
Oh my God, that's so funny! I was posting last night. I added all my friends
really
on this one girl.
It was one girl with like these. I don't know if it was her dress or faux locks because that's the in thing now. But I really liked her. While you pull yours up, I'm going to go ahead to the next topic. Spelman College is considering petitioning, or either I don't know if it's a petition or not, about bringing cross genders into their transgenders. I'm sorry.
Who was this?
Spelman.
You know, Spelman is an old female college, so they're considering bringing in
transgender women into their college.
Disagree.
How do y'all feel about that?
I definitely disagree with that.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
disagree
woman's
because
college.
first of all, well, at the end of the day, it is that people that young. Because when you get in college, you're about 17, 18. And there's a lot of transgender women that starts at like 16. Some people start more than that 12 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like weird for me, but I think it's kind of uncomfortable for a 17-year-old, 18-year-old girl that's trying to find life and trying to find who they are to have to deal with that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Decision that somebody else is making with their life.
Yeah. And I think we talked about this before. I just think sometimes the whole transition is just forced on people, and it's kind of like the only people that we need to make comfortable is transgenders versus people that are actually born women. How comfortable is that for them?
So that's one thing I keep getting confused with. What's the difference? What's a transgender and somebody that's born with both?
A transgender who is somebody who is really transitioning to be
transitioning to be
right.
We just screwing everything up tonight.
To be a real woman.
They transitioning, and then what's when you born with both parts?
A hermaphrodite.
There you go.
I don't even know what that is.
I had to remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I had that out of having a choice. Some people have that out having a choice.
Yeah. And I that's what and those I don't have a problem with, right?
Hermaphrodite.
So you have a problem with?
I mean, don't do that.
Oh,
I don't have a problem with getting into the woman's college. I don't have a problem with a hermaphrodite.
Oh, getting into the women's college.
Yeah. Now don't. What you're not gonna do is get up with the PBJ. What's it? Peanut butter jelly community. You ain't gonna mess me up with the PBJ community.
I'm like, clear that up right now.
Just stayed over here.
What is it? The PBJ, PB&J community. I love y'all.
Okay, so did you guys get any glimpse of both Ray J and Kevin Hart's wedding? Any photos?
Yeah, I saw.
What bride do you think wore better?
I like Ray J's wife dressed better.
You think so?
Yeah, I did.
I guess because me, I like lace and stuff. I like Kevin Hart's wife.
Hart's wife dressed didn't give me no wow. I didn't feel. I like that Princess Love dress had the sparkle look to it. It was.
I'm not.
I don't even remember neither one of
their
their dresses. I know Kevin Hart's wife looked fat on the honeymoon though. That's all I remember. But she had a little
I'm a
rump.
side person, so I'm a very loyal friend. I'm that petty person that's gonna take your friend's side, regardless, no matter what. I'm.
So basically, what he's saying is whoever you pick
is a friend of mine. Tia Marie is my. So I really can't really speak too much on her or whatever, but I think she looks gorgeous. I love the weight loss that she had.
You like it?
I love it. She looks really good. She looks healthy.
I never seen her.
She's a beautiful girl.
She's very beautiful.
But the wedding was dope. I like the Coming to America thing. I like the guys more than the women.
Sometimes the guys' fashion was
right now in the world, for some reason, the guys are just shitting all over the girls.
I always
like
say
what is going on with the fashion?
I don't agree with
the
that.
guys are like
ever going to say that?
The guys are like doing it for, especially celebrities. It's like
I feel like they all look the same. Style wise, you tell me.
I don't think so.
Tell me a guy who's popping right
now. I think that
A$AP Rocky,
Fabulous always is going to be on top. You know what it is? I think
that's because he got Emily B dressing him.
Male stylists. Well, males in the industry get better stylists to style them than females.
So
they have a better client. They get the better
styling a lot of people lately.
We had a topic. We had a topic last. What was that last year? That was like 2 months ago. The top 5 freshest rappers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we was going back and forth with that whole thing.
They thought mine was weird as hell.
Fab is one of my top.
I ain't mad at Fab though. He honorable
icons. If you get to fashion, if you get to fabulous fashion, it's always like he starts a new generation. Of course, y'all know Kanye West.
He brought back them jerseys though. Fab did. Them jerseys everybody been wearing.
My man Ben was wearing them again though. That's what I'm saying. Okay, saying
Fab.
Oh, I thought you said Kanye. I thought you said them homeless clothes.
Kanye. I didn't say Kanye's designs. Yeah. But Kanye's fashion because he's like the top stylist because he styled Kim K. It's like I'm like
Kanye's some god.
Kanye West is like one of my fashion.
5 thumbs down. I like backpack Kanye. He was
I do like French Montana right now. He's doing it because of Emily B. Diddy he's not a rapper, but he's a fashion mogul to me in the industry. I don't know who I'm missing. Rappers. Not Future.
You sound like the guy that said
Drake. No.
What's the guy that said
Drake? Absolutely not.
Scammer. What's his name?
Yeah. I watch him so much. It's crazy. That's what it is. Who was yours?
My top, I don't
He
remember.
had Wale on that list.
I had Nas. I had
I like
Puffy.
Nas.
Yeah,
I had
for sure.
Wale. I had Black Thought, and I had T.E.A.
T.E.A. Heck no.
But
sorry.
no boy.
They was all safe.
You know who else
That's-
on the
they-
nice
they-
suit who ready? Ludacris. Ludacris does it for me.
He's
Like,
a bama.
if you see
no
him
way.
now,
He dressed up
the
well.
nails
He can
look
clean
When
up
you got
very
money, it's
well.
easy to dress in
the
a suit.
Ludacris, he do his thing.
If you
Man,
got
he
if you
clean
got
up
money
very
and you put
well.
on a suit, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna look right. 'Cause
Not
it
everyone.
depends on how much you're gonna spend.
Mm-mm.
So what
I
you
don't
got?
agree.
What's that?
That-
info?
that's it
Oh
for the tea?
no. Did y'all see where Plies had posted that he think that they should enter?
But they should do what?
They
A
should put
space
space
tournament
for the
in the
Olympics, right? I thought that was so funny. I could not stop
I'm
laughing.
sorry. I love Plies. I
That
think
is-
he
that
is
is
so
funny.
All
funny.
his
It's funny.
antics, but
It's
that
funny.
was so funny
No,
to me.
he's
My
really
brother loves
serious.
Plies. My brother loves Plies.
He is so
funny.
serious.
No,
was
he has
like,
this one video that he
please.
watch. Every time he down, he watches this video. It's so funny, man.
I could not stop laughing on my way here. I said I have to enter that into the tea just for the laugh.
Yeah, that's
Like
funny.
seriously. But then no, on a serious note, you guys heard about the whole Timothy Bates situation where he shot his daughter mistakenly.
Mm.
How do y'all feel about that? How do you mistakenly shoot your daughter? did you
Haven't
just
heard that.
turn
I mean,
around
I can
and
see
shoot
it. How,
her?
like, you know how, like, they
Like,
say somebody broke into their house, they thought it was a burglar and it was their child, and they shoot him. He said she startled him or scared him, and
really?
I don't.
But you don't look before you shoot. You just shoot. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little like confused as to
He's
how
gonna
you
be
can
right
just
the rest of his
do
life.
that.
Right.
I mean, I don't think he purposely shot
You don't
her.
think so?
No, I think it was an honest mistake.
I don't have enough detail. Sips
Yeah.
tea.
Okay, so Steve, what
Yeah.
about you?
But I want to say this. I'm sorry, this is off topic. But the
Mhm.
girl who has the best one to me, the So Gone competition.
Who was it?
Her name is Watch Jazzy.
Let me see what she look like.
It's her Instagram.
She like Hispanic looking.
This is her Instagram. She's a
I'm gonna
comedian.
have to
I
look at
just
hers.
discovered her last night from the So
Okay, I'm
Gone
gonna have to
challenge.
look at hers because I haven't went to the hashtag since
She
we was
is
talking
so
about
funny.
it.
She did a rap thing to it. She's so
Really?
We
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
have
it. We
so
gonna
dope.
come back, y'all. We got one
So that was Miss B
song.
with the T.
We got Mark's song selection is who is it, Mark?
This is Christ Conscious by Joey
Badass. And when we come back from break,
Fitting
we're
right
gonna
to the
talk
top.
to you all about the black community in church. Is the black community over church? That's our next topic. So we'll be back in 3 minutes.
All right, sorry for all that vulgar language. I'm sorry. Erica picked that song.
Really?
She has no business with that kind of stuff. I'm sure your kids was watching, and you should probably let them listen to it again, but not with the curse words. So anyway, our next topic. So a lot of times we grab a lot of our topics based on people that actually listen to the show. And the young lady that I was listening to the show, I referenced her to watch this video called Church Contradiction. And one of the questions that the video asked, and actually he asked Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son, he said, hey, do you think that black people are over church? And that shit was a really, really good question. And then the stats came about. And it was like, okay, well, it's 85,000 churches.
Mark is ready. Look, he got his.
I got my notes.
He never
I
had
wonder
no
what
notes.
those piece of paper was.
Ready,
But look,
like
because we on TV, I can't be bush.
Lord.
So it's 85,000 predominantly black churches, and blacks only make up 12% of the U.S. And we are the poorest group in the U.S. as well, collectively. And so that idea alone for me, because I deal with statistics and numbers, is enough to say, well, how does that work? How does that make sense? If we have a church on every corner and we getting all the God that we need, right? We go to church. How come as a community or as a unit, there's no progress? So my question to y'all, I guess I'll answer last since it's my topic. My question is, do you believe that the black community is over church?
My church always packed. My church always packed, so I can't even tell you. I don't think the black community is over church. I mean, I hate to talk about religion. Remember last time I
know.
said that?
yeah.
I know.
But I feel as though we do take advantage. No.
Say what you. No, let me get 1 second before you think a lot about it. Right.
Right.
The conversation absolutely, definitely has to be heard and has to be said, because even if there's something that you feel that is real, then that is your conscience that's speaking. Right. And by no means in shape, form, or fashion do I think that the church is a bad place at all.
Right.
I definitely don't think that, and I don't think nobody in here thinks that. But at the same time, there are flaws within the system, and there are crutches, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say this because I grew up in the church, and my whole family is very religious, and my uncle is our pastor and stuff like that. I was taught that you love and respect the man of God. Right. Period. Because at the end of the day, if we stop looking at the pastor as if he was God, and stop looking at him as he's a child of God sent to do a word and sent as a word, we'll look at it different.
I 100% agree.
They must make mistakes too. They're human, just like
absolutely.
Us. They're the same blood, running their veins. They just have a closer walk with God than we do, maybe sometimes.
Okay,
so,
they should have a closer walk.
Yeah,
to God,
and my piggyback off it is that, you know, my pastor says all the time, you know, I'm not God. I'm a man of Christ. I'm a man of God, but I'm not God. And he don't put me on this pedestal because I may disappoint you. Because I sin. I'm learning things just like you all are learning things and things like that. But what my issue is, I guess like everything else, like we talked about this last week, how marriage is a business. I think the church has become a business versus a place of worship. And I think
no, okay, because my mom was in licensed certifications. That's what she did for a living.
I'm not going to say
church
all
is
churches.
A business. Church is a business.
I understand it's a business. It is a business. But what I'm saying is that when your pastor is pushing Bentleys and half of your congregation catch the bus, that's the issue. For me, and I say that's the issue. I'm not saying that, Vicky. What I'm saying is this. I'm not gonna say what church it was, but I've been to churches where it's about the money, and it's evident it's about the money. From the time you step in there, it's about the money. And for you to tell me it's a limitation on how I can praise God, oh, we don't shout here.
That's what you want to.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying
they want you to keep on going.
Are you a Pentecostal?
Yeah,
but they shout all day.
Right.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is just like, don't dictate to me how I praise God. If I'm here, this is the house of the Lord. This is church. And if I'm feeling your word and I want to shout, let me shout. Don't tell me no, we don't do that here.
Oh no,
that's the issue for me. But when you want some money, it's like, who could donate $100 right now? Stand up.
Let's hear the loudest praise.
Yeah, stand up right now. Let's see how much. And you stand up. That's $100 for you. $100 for you.
So look,
and we don't need them $1 bills. That's an issue for me.
So look,
and this church is like that, unfortunately.
I've never been afraid to talk about church or talk against church, because if you believe in the forces,
you're not afraid to talk
absolutely.
Against.
Because if you believe the forces are good and evil, why do you think evil can't make it in the church? If that's what you believe,
I feel like with the pastor thing, I feel like my pastor deserves anything that he wants or get, because it's times where you come into church and you're so down or you're going through something and he gets you out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's times where I have been delivered from things and it was because of my pastor. How do you think
some members of the church feel when they don't even have 2 pennies to rub together?
Well, they should go apply for jobs. He didn't tell them not to.
So this is my problem though.
Money to get a car or whatever the case may be. That's his job. Pastors, sometimes that's their full-time job. So if you're doing a good job and you're having this big congregation, you're doing something good. I mean, that's his job. That's the way
you
he
don't think it's his job to help give to those in his church that are struggling? They
should have all types of ministries where they're giving back to the community, giving back to people that need rise to the church, giving back to the congregation. But you cannot say that he shouldn't do this.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have nice things, but what I'm saying is that when you have, especially in certain areas in churches where it's poverty-stricken areas or things like that, what are you doing to get? Because most of those people that are poor and black and live in urban areas, they go to your church. They giving you their last when they tithe. They give to you. They give to the church.
I don't like it. This is why I like it. What's the difference between a pastor and Beyonce? The poor girl who don't have a ride home and can't pay her bills, she going to that Beyonce concert.
But
she's buying her tickets.
I don't think that's.
She's
I don't think that's.
We ain't saying that Beyonce shouldn't have a Bentley. Beyonce shouldn't have.
She shouldn't. I mean,
okay. So we have a comment. It said a church in DC. I won't name the name, but they take up at least 4 collections doing single service and don't even include the building fund.
So let me get to another.
He's damn wrong for that.
Let me get to another stat right quick, right? Because I ain't really necessarily. I'm not a shot thrower at a specific person.
Right.
As you say, if your bishop or your shepherd, if your bishop or your shepherd is to lead and whatever blessings come after that, then that's fine. I get it, all right, to an extent, of course. Because I don't believe that if you're a preacher with a Bentley, I don't understand how you understand the concept of God if you're in a Bentley. I don't understand it. Because to be like Jesus is not to drive a Bentley.
Stop, y'all.
But I'm just saying, that's just my own concept. And that's just Jesus, because my concept of Jesus may be different from yours because the way with words allow you to think that.
Jesus crown.
But let me say, what crown?
I'm joking.
Okay. So let me say, so yearly, right, churches gross $71 billion. Black churches, not just churches, 71 billion. See how your eyes rose? That's enough to make a lot of difference in a lot of different scenarios, especially politically, especially community-wise, and you know what? There's going to be somebody at church 7 days a week, and nobody going to say you shouldn't be here 7 days a week. You should probably be with your kids 5 of those days, right? And nobody going to say you should learn algebra while you're at church. The preacher never going to stop and give you a geometry lesson or a history lesson in the middle of church. But those are things that make you great. Right. God makes you great. Learning God and learning how to walk one-on-one with God definitely makes you great.
I think it's more a discussion that you probably got to talk with a pastor about.
Well, I talk to pastors all the time. I have no problem with
bills. I mean, stuff calls. Listen, that congregation calls.
I don't know if you heard what I said.
Greedy pastors?
71 billion, bro.
Pastors that take advantage of their members.
But just because one is not all.
I'm not saying all. I said some.
But sometimes when we speak on it, it hinders some people not to go to church. Because I have a friend who don't want to go to church because some of those reasons, because she got a bad taste in her mouth. I'm like, because
she hungry for the truth. And when you do all of that searching for the truth and go to church, you want to know what the pastor say? Search some more and give me an offering. He say that's what he gonna tell you. He gonna say search some more in the Bible. If I go to the pastor and say, but pastor, why God make Adam and Eve? They fucked up, and I gotta pay for it. You know what he gonna say?
What?
You need to read more, son. I just read it. I'm asking a question based on what I just read.
Everybody won't say that.
Okay, what's your take, Vicky? You've been quiet. Please say.
She like me. Shay trying to be talking about this subject.
But why?
It ain't that I don't want to talk about it. I just feel like it will be a more in-depth conversation after the show because we short of time, and I just. You know, we got other things to talk about.
Right.
God bless you.
And God bless everyone. God bless.
And don't forget to.
Yeah, absolutely.
$100 only. We don't take them $1 bills here.
But since because it came up, I don't want to.
Pastor, you can. There's other people and other courses in the church where you can get those answers. I mean, those questions asked.
Oh, I know where to go get the answer.
Because I feel like they always need to get the answer from the pastor. But it's shepherds. There's, people that's put in place of leadership that you can go to and get those.
But okay, so let me ask you this question. Okay, you said your mother, you grew up in the church. Yeah. You grew up in the
church. All of
us
pretty much.
So
right?
I know with me, I was forced to go to my mom's church, and I didn't really like it because I didn't understand the word. Like it wasn't feeding my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and I would always leave confused. Mm-hmm. So I started finding my own way, and I would go to this church and that church, until I found a church that I felt fit me. Right. So have you ever been a part of a church that you thought was your home church, and then things started, your eyes opened a little bit?
That's how I ended up at First Baptist Church in Glenarden. Yeah. Like been to a few churches. I actually had a home church that I was going to from when I was age of 12. But when I started to realize I wasn't growing and I wasn't learning anything, and I came in more, I left sadder than I felt confused, and I was sad when I left the church. Then I was like, why am I even here? Like if I'm leaving out confused and sad and frustrated, then what's the point of going to this church? So I just started visiting. I went to Zion. I went to First Baptist. I went to other few churches, and then I ended up joining First Baptist. And First Baptist is a mega church, but I personally don't feel like it's this large church when I'm in there because I'm connected to a lot of different ministries. So therefore, it doesn't feel big to me. And as far as me giving my tithes, I tithe. It's something I choose to do. You know, whatever other people's, beliefs is, that's on them. But I tithe and I see where the money goes, in our church. We have different ministries in our church, different, organizations that I'm in, and I see where the money goes. So I don't really question, where my money go. It's this mega million church, it's not my job to question what they're doing with their money.
I know things from having my own business. I just know I'm very comfortable in my church comfortable where I'm sitting is comfortable. I never hide in my church. And I know to run an AC in 90-degree weather, it costs money. So those type of things you have to pay for. That's very realistic.
So let me give you a scripture from Matthew 19:24 says, again, and I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than for the rich person to enter the kingdom of God. So why do pastors go? So it says, so why do pastors make it a point in all these worldly riches? Surely they're trying to enter heaven. But because I know we have a little bit of time, and so I don't want to. What I said is to trigger your mind, right? Mm-hmm. But not to shun anybody, right? Absolutely. Not to shun any one thing. So I want to make sure I get a second to make sure that it's clear.
Clear the air.
Mm-hmm. I do think that the Black community is over church. I think that the Black community is always looking for something. They always looking for a leader. We don't have Black leaders. Nobody got leaders. Jews don't got no leaders. They think the same. They move. They got an idea. They don't have a leader. They have a general idea. And I think half of the problem is because we are afraid to govern ourselves, and we're afraid to search and question what it is. So we always fall in place of a structure that was already put here before us and that you won't go study about. Right. You won't understand where the first church started. I can go into church and I guarantee you it's a 60-40 chance nobody know where the first church started. Tell me.
I swear if my brother was here, y'all would be on the same
right. But so my thing is not that we over church, so you should run away from church, because the church is definitely about community. It's about unity. It's about learning and going forward. But it should definitely be a pressure on the church to not to come here and give me the same, every preacher preaches same way. They give you this hook, right? Whatever the hook is, we gonna step it on up. We gonna step it on up. Right? And then guess what they gonna do? They gonna give you your low because you've been down, right? And then they're going to tell you you're high. And you're going to be great. I want to go to church and learn algebra because I don't want to hear that again. Not again. Touch your neighbor.
Yes.
Now give me an offering. Every preacher can't do that all the time. Can we go in and actually leave saying that when you come out of kids, remember when you was in children's church, you used to come out and they used to be like, what you learned today? Yeah. And every user, God love us. And if we believe him, and that's all we really got. We didn't get nothing. We got the basics that we already know over and over and over again. And so what I'm saying is not to run away from church. Put pressure on church. The same thing I say about everything. Right. Put pressure on a relationship. Put pressure on politics. Put pressure on it and govern yourself.
Thanks for Mark speaking facts, though.
I was going to say, I think it definitely should go back to yourself, how you're educating yourself. It's your job to read. It's your job to study.
Absolutely.
It's your job to get a closer relationship with God. We cannot put everything on the church. Yes, you're supposed to go there and you're supposed to receive, all types of messages and what the Father's supposed to have given to the pastor. But at the same time, I feel like when you leave there, it's your job to go further and research what you learned in service, because any pastor can tell you anything. Any pastor can interpret the Bible the way they choose to, right. But at the same time, it's your job to go back and say, okay, the scripture was Matthew, da-da-da. Let me go read it for myself and see what it's about.
Absolutely.
Let me get further into my Bible, and that's why you're supposed to. You're supposed to read. You're supposed to educate yourself.
And that's what my thing, like, I don't have to worship the way you worship. I don't have
right.
And it's nothing against what you believe, but it's nothing against how you interpret the word, but this is how I interpret it.
Right.
And I can go to 3 different churches and they can all read this Matthew scripture, and they all can tell me what their interpretation of it is and how they gonna feed my spirit with it. And it's up to me to determine if I like what you said or if I can apply what you said to my life. And a lot of times, that's why I said I moved from church to church, because I would leave confused and like, this ain't feeding me. I'm leaving here like, what is he talking about? And then that's when you start to realize that, like you said, I'm not growing here. So this ain't the place for me.
Or they give more of their opinion than what's in the Bible. You know what I mean? There's been churches I've been to, and they give their opinion on how you supposed to, how you supposed to live your life and how God look at you. I want to see what the verse say, what the Bible says.
I always refer to, tell me what that is in the Bible so I can read it myself.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. We always get told to not question. We always get told, like, don't, you remember when you're young, don't question God. You don't question God because you don't know what He's going to do.
Should.
But
I ask God questions all the time.
In Proverbs, it says seek knowledge. Right. So how can you not question the all-knowing? You have to be able to question it. And the closest way to ever get to consciousness is common sense. All the time. I guarantee you. When all this shit get the most weirdest, it gets the most out of control. Tap into your common sense. Your body, your natural soul, your natural being says that this is wrong. You will feel it. It's common. It's simple. The only time that we get confused is when we do things to get rid of the common sense. Like drinking and smoking. Listen to this crazy music.
Put your empty cup in the
That is all wrong.
I sipped the wine.
But anyways,
that
was it. See, we didn't even get to the mean green. Nothing.
Oh my God, I wanted to talk about mean green so bad.
Can we talk about mean green down there real quick?
Shit! We got the overtime song.
Yes. Go ahead, I did want to talk about that. I thought that was really funny.
That almighty dollar. Okay, so my question that I posed to my brother and sister is that when somebody asks to borrow money, right? Somebody, if I call you and say, sis, can I hold $100? Would you ask me what I need it for, or what does it matter? And then like, you loan me this $100 for whatever reason. I say it could be I want to get my hair done and I want to get some weave and I'm short. Can I hold $100? You give me the $100 and I don't give it back, and then you notice me shopping or you notice stuff. So do you start like how do you handle when you? Okay, so somebody asks you for money. Do you ask them what they need it for?
No, it depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Tammy Roman, that's her name. She did a video. She do her little
videos. She's hilarious.
She did one about it this week. That's so funny, and I was dying laughing about it. She said she's doing contracts with her friends. You borrow money, sign a contract. This is the date you're gonna return my money. I don't have to chase you down.
Exactly.
Let's do
because
agreement.
Now we go right to
It's fun though. It's fun.
So you ever had somebody that you loan money to, and then you notice they spend? Do you start paying attention to their spending habits?
I never had that happen to me before.
So every person that borrowed money from you gave it back. You ever had that?
I'm like this. The only person I don't borrow money from nobody but my brother, my family, my brother. Yeah. That's the only person I borrow money from. If I'm gonna give you money, I'm giving it to you because it's a chance that you're not gonna give it back. Yeah. So if you don't have it to give, don't give it.
I agree.
If you don't if you're missing it, if it's hurting you so much for it to be gone,
I don't think the fact that it's hurting. It's the fact that they say let me hold something and they don't give it back.
I don't. This is one thing for sure.
Don't give it.
I don't really necessarily care what you need it for, except for one thing. I'm not supporting your habit or your leisure. Okay. That's it. Anything else, I'm here for.
So that's mean you gonna ask.
I mean, I know who's asking. If you're going to ask me money, I know you. So I know you coming to me because you trying to get a fix.
If I can get back money I loan people in this 1 year, I could buy a new car. I know. It's that serious.
No, see, I ain't that happy in these streets.
It's so bad, but it's like if a friend really needs it, just give it to them. So I have said no because I feel like it's gonna hurt me. I ain't gonna give you $500. Like, I'm not gonna give it. But if you really have it to give it and don't expect it. And then give it back. Leave it optional. You gonna give it back when you give it back.
Man, I'm expecting my money back. You asked me for that bread. Let me get that. When you getting it back?
Friend. Say no.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah,
let me get that back. Hey,
She said, I don't have money for weaves and liquors.
Okay, no liquors over here neither.
But that's what they do. They give you the sob story. Like, I gotta pay my phone. My light's about to get cut off. So you feel bad.
What I do?
And then you loan out that money, and the next week they at the club. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I ain't gotta worry about that.
I've been through that. Oh yeah,
I don't think typically I don't have to ask. It's like if they call, they already telling me what they calling for or what they show for. So I don't never have to say, but what you need it for. Like
my thing is,
if it's a substantial amount, they're gonna tell you.
My thing is matter of fact, I'm gonna give it to you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But if I loan you money the first time,
you don't give it back.
Why you ask me again a month later? What about the first time you ain't paying me money back? You didn't ask. This is the third time you asked me for money, and what about the first time you didn't? You didn't pay that back yet, so it's like
no.
Oh, you're gonna push me
like yeah. They shouldn't even come back to you asking for any more money.
So would you ask them back? Would you ask for your money back?
No, I just chuck it up as a loss. I'm
uncomfortable.
It's cool. I just know now.
You uncomfortable asking for your own money back?
Honestly, I am.
Because I feel like you don't respect me enough to give me my money.
So that's why I'm gonna call you out on it. Hey, when I'm gonna get that back?
You know, but I know next time you just won't ever borrow nothing from me again.
See, that's friendship's in. Friendship's in. There you go.
But I wouldn't even probably cut off the friendship. It would just be like,
let me get that.
I know next
Money's
time
not cool.
you won't get no money from me.
Let me get that.
Money is not cool. Money is draining.
It is draining. That's why I ain't gonna let you borrow no $500.
And they'll be like, you got it. I know you got it because you just bought some.
Exactly.
I'm just bought
that's violation number 5. Don't count my money because you need some money.
Hell no.
You don't do that.
You know, some people know your payday better than you do.
They be like, you get paid on next Tuesday. Okay.
That's horrible.
Or they know enough to be like, all right, I need to pay this bill and by such and such time. Give me like a month, and by that next Tuesday when you gotta pay your such and such, and I have it back. No, don't be negotiating my
I can't take when people get an attitude about your money though. Don't get an attitude with me about what you got of mine.
Yeah, no.
It blows me.
Well, that's it for Spilling the Tea. Antoine, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Antoine Anderson.
That's okay.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram on Antoine Anderson, Snapchat Antoine Anderson. My email is Antoine.
You got on Snapchat? Remember
I
we
love
talking
Snapchat.
about it? You was like,
yeah, I was, but I love it now.
Oh, look, I got on too since then. Remember, I'm
Snapchat. My Snapchat live right now.
My joint ain't never live.
And for the car wash on Saturday, it starts at 9 and ends at 1.
Okay.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is real awkward to be looking right at yourself. It starts at 9 p.m. and ends at 1 p.m. And you follow me Antoine Anderson everything. AntoineAnderson.com, Antoine Anderson on Instagram, Antoine Anderson on every social media.
And what about Models Envy?
Same thing. Models_Envy. Mini Models on Instagram. Mini Models DC.
Okay. Cool.
Also, let me tell y'all what we got going on this Saturday at XO Club, Red Cafe, hosted by my man from WPGC 95.5. Ladies free all night. Leo's free bottle of champagne. Ladies, Leo's. Free bottle of champagne for all y'all.
That again?
That's Saturday.
This
Saturday.
I'm coming.
XO.
And come out on Monday to
Bet.
XO.
We
XO
want to
to
switch
pick out every Monday night.
Bang.
I did
You
see
come,
it on
I come.
Snapchat. Is that something that
It's an annual event I do. It's real dope. It's real laid back, real chill.
I saw that on Snapchat.
Oh, that's
Make sure you follow us on Spilling the Tea on Spilling the Tea Show on Twitter and Facebook, Spilling the Tea Radio Show. Instagram is spillingthetea.e.a. Have a good evening, everybody. Good night.
Thanks for having me, guys.